Greetings, everyone. This is Superintendent Meg Mayo Brown with this week's update on reopening Barnstable Public Schools for the fall. In this week's update, I'm going to cover that our cohort confirmation, how the process and timeline for assigning teachers to cohorts. We have some pretty exciting news on remote learning care options for our Barnstable United students. I'll give an update on transportation, share the sports that have been approved for Barnstable High School for the fall season, and then just share some information from Barnstable County and the town of Barnstable in terms of COVID cases. So our cohorts have been confirmed. We had more than 600 requests last week for changes. Many of those changes were requests to change between cohort A and B. We had very limited capacity to be able to do that, where I think our challenge is certainly the number of students that we can accommodate in a building and maintain our physical distancing commitment of 6 feet. We did send out an email confirmation to all parent and guardian contacts to confirm your child's cohort assignment. Those went out this morning, so please check your inboxes for that email confirmation. We're now in the process of assigning classroom teachers to cohorts A, B, C, and D. We had anticipated that we would be able to share that information with families by September 8th, so that would be next Tuesday. We are going to need a few more days to make those assignments. I think processing the 600 requests last week just sort of delayed our ability to be able to identify teachers for each of the classrooms and cohorts. So bear with us, we just need a couple more days to be able to do those assignments. I think we have some pretty exciting news with our work with the YMCA. Our Barnstable United Elementary students are 4th and 5th graders. They are our youngest students in a hybrid model. We recognize that a hybrid model can certainly be challenging in terms of scheduling for our families. So we've been working with community organizations and our partners to really figure out if there's a way to provide some supervised care during remote learning. The YMCA is able, we're really delighted to announce that they are able to provide supervised learning spaces for BUE students during their remote learning days. So what that means is that a Barnstable United student would bring their device, their Chromebook, and any other materials as assigned by their teachers to the YMCA and have a supervised learning space in order to engage in remote learning for the day. The YMCA is following all protocols regarding physical distancing, face coverings, hand hygiene, and other protocols that they have in place. So you'll see here on the slide, they're also offering before and after school care on those days for an additional cost. Registration for the program begins next week, next Tuesday. Registration will occur in person at the YMCA. The YMCA has determined the cost is $26 per day. Breakfast, lunch, and AM, PM snacks will be provided. We've put their program flyer on our website. You can go to the district's website and then click on our reopening page, and you'll find the flyer there for more information about the program. Again, just to summarize, if a BUE student is in person in cohort A on Mondays and Tuesdays, they would be eligible to go to the YMCA if families wanted that option on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or some combination thereof for the remote learning. Likewise, if a student's in cohort B and is attending in person on Thursday, Friday, and families are looking for supervised care on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Y is able to provide that programming. Update on transportation. We've distributed all the bus passes to our K through 3 students who reside more than 2 miles from school. The law requires that all districts in the Commonwealth provide transportation to students that reside 2 miles or more from their school. We have enough bus capacity certainly to be able to do that for our K through 3 students, as well as our students in grades 4, 5, and 6. Those bus passes, again, for students in grades 4 through 6, will be made available in the coming days or weeks. Please stay tuned for further information from our transportation director, Sandy Gifford. She'll be getting that out. We will have some very limited capacity to provide bus passes to families who typically pay to ride. We're going to make those passes available on a first come, first served basis based on the date of application that a family submitted earlier this summer for transportation purposes. So again, we'll have some seats available for a pay to ride, and Sandy Gifford, again, our transportation director, will use the date of application for the bus pass in order as the first come, first serve basis. So she'll be contacting families to say we have space available, again, based on the date of application. Are you interested in a bus pass? Yes or no. And then she'll continue those calls until we fill up any remaining seats we have. Again, our bus capacity is limited to approximately 23 to 24 or 5. Again, not a firm number because siblings or students from the same household can sit together. But we have very limited capacity on a bus now because of the physical distancing that we're committed to providing for all of our students. The last bullet here, bus passes will be available to students in grades 7 through 12 pending space availability in the order of the date of application for the pass. So similar to what I described for K through 6, for the pay to ride will be the process for grades 7 through 12. Sandy will look at the date of application on the bus pass, and that will determine the sequence of her contacts to families to find out if families are still interested in the bus pass. So again, Sandy will be getting some more information out to families in grades 4 through 12, so just stay tuned for that information. Unfortunately, I do need to note that alternative transportation is not available due to our cohort requirements. So what that means is for families that in years past may have had a different AM or PM stop, largely due to daycare purposes. So in other words, a student might have been at their stop near home for their AM pickup, but went they were on a different bus, different route for their PM drop-off. We cannot do that this year. We have to keep our students in a tight cohort and can't have students taking different buses. So we apologize for that, but again, it's in the spirit of health and safety for all of our students. Our high school athletics, the fall sports that have been approved are cross country, boys and girls, boys golf, girls field hockey, and boys and girls soccer. Just to emphasize again, Cohort D students are eligible to play. Our athletic director, Scott Thomas, will be providing some information shortly on Family ID for registration. This year we have registration available in English, Portuguese, and Spanish. You're probably gonna see the slide in every one of my updates, just a continual reminder to please update your child's information. We need the most accurate student information, such as addresses, phone numbers, emergency contacts, and medical needs. That's an online process. You'll see it's on our homepage. We've made it a pretty prominent feature because on our homepage, we need parents and guardians to go and fill that out. You will need your student's ID number and you'll need to put in their birth date in order to enter the portal. You can find your child's ID number on last year's report card or at the high school level on their schedule. So please do that for us. We want to be able to get in contact with parents and guardians as needed, and we certainly need to know your child's most current health and medical information. This is a chart that is published by Barnstable County. I just would draw your attention to the right-hand side of the chart. You'll see yesterday's COVID cases. The county has captured here 12 cases. So we are seeing a bit of an increase in cases in the county, which will lead me to this next slide. The state issues this map, color-coded map, on a weekly basis so that so communities can get a sense if they are in green, yellow, or red. You'll see Barnstable is yellow. The last time they released the map, Barnstable was green. So we've had a bit of an increase. So yellow means that there are 4 to 8 cases per 100,000. This I've captured here. This is the information that came out from the county this morning. That's indicated that this is a 14-day trend in average new cases per day for Barnstable. For Barnstable specific, the town has edged up from 4 to 4.5, which causes our coding to move from low risk to moderate risk. These metrics, both the county and the state map that we're looking at presently, will inform our school reopening. If we fall to the red prior to school opening, right? So this map is guiding and providing some information to us. If Barnstable lands in the red, it is unlikely that we will open schools as planned. The guidance from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education indicates that communities in the red should be functioning on a remote-only model. So I just point this out to sort of give everyone a heads up. If we fall to the red, it's going to impact our reopening plans, and just encourage us all to follow the health and safety guidelines in terms of face coverings, hand hygiene, and physical distancing at all times. We're very interested in reopening our schools to in-person learning, but we cannot do that if Barnstable falls to the red. And then in terms of next steps, again, we're making those educator or teacher assignments to all cohorts in classrooms. Students can expect welcome videos from their classroom teacher or teachers. Bus passes, stay tuned for some additional information from Sandy Gifford, our transportation director. We're posting individual school plans on our website, so if parents are interested in learning more about what specific protocols or routines their child's school is going to have, whether that's arrival or dismissal or meals, or what it's like to transition from one class to the next, those school plans will be up on our website. You can take a look at those. Technology for students, they want to flag for our families. We're having some supply chain issues in terms of getting the technology devices that we ordered. We're hearing are going to be delayed. I think many districts across the state are experiencing this right now, so we'll continue to provide an update as that information becomes available. If you have school-specific information, please contact your building principals and check our website for continued updates. So in closing, we want to wish everyone a healthy and safe holiday weekend. Thank you.